Hello there and welcome back to another mount video for patch 7.41 for Final Fantasy XIV. The Cosmic Exploration Initiative got Oises, the new moon, and with it came some new rewards. So obviously we have the EX Plus missions, so obviously from doing your Class A missions, your EX, eventually you'll get the provisional missions for EX Plus. And you'll see that the rewards for the EX Plus missions, depending on the difficulty, obviously you will get a different amount of Oises exploration tokens. You can exchange 100 of these tokens for a book. So if you go over to Maison d'Unique and go to the Cosmic Exploration Token Exchange, you'll see that 100 tokens turns into one booklet. And if we get 60 booklets, we can get the Cosmic Armored Weapon Identification Key. So that's the purpose of this video. Obviously the EX Plus missions do require a little bit of finagling to get work. My recommendation to you would be to put in your stats into a calculator such as Raphael, or, you know, figure it out yourself if you're savvy that way. Personally, I prefer to just use calculators to work things out based on my stats, so I spend more time in the game and just press macros, but that's just my playstyle. So let's go and have a look at this mount. Alrighty then, here we are in the Azim Steppe, my favourite zone in the game, and this then is the Cosmic Armoured Weapon. It says, call into battle your Cosmic Armoured Weapon, a deadly Imperial War Machina turned handy. Leggy? Exploration vehicle. Amazing. This Imperial War Machina has been adapted for use in the Cosmic Exploration Initiative. Its low stance and arachnoid legs combine to provide exceptional stability, allowing it to perform tasks with aplomb on Oises, a planet where gravitational anomalies are a regularity. The hidden text says, be sure you're properly armed and armored before beginning your task. A quote there of Naktar. I don't know how you pronounce that. Naktar, I think. Anyway, this is what the mount looks like. Oh, there's a giant bloody spider. How fantastic is that? Unless you don't like spiders, robotic or otherwise. It's cool. If you've seen the Fate, there's actually a few mech-op fates that you can do on Oises, basically involving this machine. That's how you get that, and it's so cool. It's a very stompy boy, as you can hear. But yeah, instead of just riding on the back of a mount, you end up going inside. A few mounts, like airships, do that. Honestly, I've seen models like this in the game for the longest time. It's about time we got some of them in the game. We've got some really interesting decals on the side here. We've got a Cosmic Exploration Initiative sort of badge stenciled on the back there of the machine. It basically just looks like a repurposed machine from, like, you know, if you've ever done any of the Garlean stuff in this game, any of the fates or encounters or story, then you'll remember what this looks like. Very cool stuff, and that's in its terrestrial form. And as it takes to the sky, those rockets ignite at the back there. Burning ceruleum, hot blue fire, ceruleum smoke coming out the back, and it sails across the sky. It's awesome. This is probably one of my favorite mounts they've added in Dawntrail, I'll be honest. I like War Machina, I like robots. Yeah, what's not to love? You can also tell, like, where the missile silos were. Presumably they do something else. Well, you could see if you do the fates, but yeah. The only disappointment I've got with this is that there's no action button. I was kind of hoping that we would get the electricity move if you've done the fate, the actual mech op fates. That's missing, but oh, it's so cool. It is so cool. In terms of mount music then, if you're curious, like I am, good. So it is just the Cosmic Exploration Initiative music, as you would expect. I thought for a start, I thought it was like a remixed version, but it seems to be just the same music that we're used to. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm glad it isn't just generic mount music. And I'm glad that they're reusing the music from the zone. And outside of its terrestrial areas and flying, of course, underwater, we get the underwater robotic spider propulsion, which is obviously using its flying model, but the prospect of this thing actually coming out of the water at you is terrifying. I love it. It's awesome. You know what this reminds me of? Like, my favorite Final Fantasy game is Final Fantasy VIII. This reminds me of the what's it called, the EXA-ATO2 or whatever it's called, the massive spider that chases you in Dullet as you're escaping. Like, even the sound effects. It's basically that, isn't it? It's great. It's as close to, I think, as we're going to get, but massive fan of this one. Massive fan. There's quite a lot of mounts still to look at that are in this patch from Cosmic Exploration. I think there's like 5 in total, if I remember correctly, from looking at the vendors and things. Yeah, so lots of stuff to get excited for. This might end up being one of the more expensive ones, though, because it's using the tokens. But I've already seen people completely crash the market on the tokens already. So, I don't know. Depending on when you buy this, where you buy this, what server you're on, it'll probably be very expensive or very cheap. Or maybe people don't like the look of it. I don't know. I think this is awesome. But I suppose you have to like mechanical giant spiders that are going to chase after you as you escape a town, like I do. Anyway, let me know what you think about this one. I think the quality on this is fantastic. And it's about time we got more Garlean sort of inspired designs as mounts. I know we got the Dreadnought added to PvP, which is a real shame. But at least we got something in PvE now, even if it's got a Cosmic Exploration sticker on it. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if we got a non-cosmic version of this or a recolor of this in the future. Different colored spider robots would be amazing. But yeah, super happy about this one. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all next time. Oh, I love this. It's great.